Hey guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. Tell me why I thought I included the whole life update IUD talk in the last YouTube video I uploaded, the whole activewear haul. My mistake, I don't know why I edited it out, but I did do a huge update as well on the podcast. If you're not listening to the podcast every Friday, it's at the SoFed Podcast on Spotify, so make sure you guys are. If you guys didn't know, I do have a podcast, so I gave a whole life update on my experience with the IUD, why I'm coming off of it, all of that. So I thought I did do a video for the last week's video, but apparently it didn't, I don't know, somehow I edited it out and I didn't realize it until it was already uploaded. So we're here and doing another part 2, if you will, of my IUD experience and why I'm coming off. I know I briefly talked about coming off birth control on a past video, and I have been talking about it on the podcast. So again, if you're not listening to the podcast, make sure you guys do. I've been on the IUD, my experience, for 3 years. Okay, this Marine IUD is typically for 5 to 8 years, I hear. Just my personal experience, I've never been on birth control prior. I was always in tune with my body. I kind of got familiar with my body, my hormones, my period, my cycle, all of that. And then I feel like I got easily influenced, or I don't know. I guess easily influenced. I was really naive. I'm like, okay, well, we're getting married. It was a year we got married. And I'm like, this is going to be the only way to prevent pregnancy, just because we didn't want kids right away. So yeah, so I kind of fell into the trap of let me listen to this person, and they have experience with, obviously, a bunch of people have been on the IUD that don't get pregnant. But there are some people that have gotten pregnant, which is insane to me. Luckily, we haven't gotten pregnant. That's not what we're trying to do here. So that's kind of why I fell into the trap. I'm like, well, I'm trying to prevent pregnancy, so let me get on birth control, right? That's kind of how naive I was, and I feel like a lot of us fall into the trap. I just feel like birth control in general is just it's like a moneymaker, right? We go to the doctor, we have this issue, we have, oh, my period's so irregular, I have all this acne. What do? Put you on birth control. And I do have a whole episode, if you guys want to listen more about birth control on my podcast. I do have a hormone specialist on there as well, if you guys are interested in talking or listening about that, because we do dive into deeper about our cycle and kind of how the doctors obviously kind of decide for us, right? So I was still to this day, I'm I don't want to be on medication. I'm really against going and just doing things to not find the root cause, and I just don't want to keep taking medication just instead of finding out what's actually wrong with me. I've struggled with bloating, I've struggled with gas my whole life, really, really bad, painful stomach issues. And have I gone to the gastro? No. I probably should. I feel like it's gotten a little worse, so I definitely need to go check that out. But I am trying to take more of my vitamins. I'm taking some stuff for inflammation, the turmeric. I'm taking L-theanine, which is really good, glutamine. I'm taking my daily main vitamins, multivitamins, all of that. So I feel like I'm doing good in that sense, and that's kind of where I kind of want to talk about is taking proper steps, right? So the first step I noticed was obviously trying different things, eating better, drinking more water. I've always drank a crap ton of water. If you guys don't know me, I've always drinking so much water. So I'm I don't know, I'm hydrated, I feel like I'm eating healthy, so I don't know what else is going on, right? And obviously this kind of goes into play with my experience with the IUD, right? So I'll talk about my experience with the IUD. I didn't notice any major changes the first year and a half. I felt normal. I didn't gain any weight. My brain was all right. And it wasn't until this last year and a half that I've had major brain fog, low energy, less motivation for anything. I just feel I've been in a depressive spiral in a way. That's the main thing. And obviously the weight gain. So I think I've talked about it briefly. The weight gain, I just feel not comfortable with myself, and I'm looking at pictures. I'm holy moly, I feel I gained weight. So that's what I've been working on, and obviously assessing my goals and learning to do different things. My nutrition, my cardio, all of that goes into play as well, right? Stress hormones, all of that. So just taking kind of puzzle pieces, maneuvering. I'm well, it's not this, it's this, kind of doing that. And it's very, very important that I do that just to figure out exactly what's going on with my body, inside of my body, So that's what I've been doing. And of course, like the hormone stuff, like you're not meant to be on birth control the rest of your life. You're not meant to be on it for a long period of time. And I thought, I'm like, oh yeah, it's just 5 years, right? But I just noticed like major changes this past year. And I'm like, okay, I did my research. I've had other people say that I've had the same experience, the brain fog. I just feel like my memory has gone to like just down, or like my ADHD has just gotten worse. My anxiety's gotten worse, like little stupid things. And I'm just like so sick of it. I'm sick of feeling this way. And I just miss how I used to feel before everything. Like I just, again, like I was in tune with myself. I had the energy. I woke up on time. You guys, when I sleep now, like it's like so bad. And I know it could be other factors, right? Like I'm working a lot, I have 2 jobs, all that. But even before that, I would not wake up to the first alarm. And when I used to wake up early, I would wake up right away, have the energy, and I would be done, ready to go. And now it's just been such a freaking struggle. I just want to sleep all day. I just want to sleep in. And I'm like, okay, this has to be like something, because that's the only major thing that I've noticed, or only major thing that I have physically changed with myself, because like my eating habits haven't changed other than like just adding in a little bit of fish. So somewhat pescatarian now. I'm not fully vegan anymore. I still don't do dairy. I can't. It just upsets my stomach when I've tried it. It's not good, and I break out. So dairy is a no for me still. So, and I don't think I will ever do dairy. Just like grosses me out. So slowly just like, you know, incorporating a little more protein, tofu, lentils, pescatarian now, so a little bit of fish here and there, tilapia mainly, salmon. I'm like, I don't think I've changed that much drastically, or like it hasn't been like all just cold turkey. So that's why I'm like nitpicking. I'm like, it could be like different factors. So I'm just kind of curious to see like if it is the IUD, because I've done my research and I feel like all the women that have gone through the IUD have the same type of like side effects: the brain fog, the low energy, breakouts, the immense of bloating, like just like big stomach. You guys, sometimes I feel pregnant, like I just have to wear oversized things all the time because I just hate how I feel wearing crop tops and all that. I talked about this briefly before too, like even at my leanness, like before my wedding, like I was super lean. Looking back at pictures, I'm like, dang, I was lean, but I still had somewhat of a stomach. Obviously it's bigger now because I've gained the weight. And that's kind of where I carry most of my fat, is my lower stomach, and I hate it. It's like my biggest insecurity, if you guys don't know. So yeah, that's it. And then same thing with my boobs. Like that's like one area I don't lose weight, which is so annoying. Like I wish I had, yes, it's nice. I know people like want big boobs, but I'm not saying mine are big, but that's like another insecurity, if you guys don't know. Like I hate showing cleavage. I know I talked about this in the haul. I just hate showing cleavage. It just, I don't know, it's just like a weird exposure to me. It's so weird. I'd rather like have a flat stomach and show my flat stomach, and obviously my butt. But I just hate showing cleavage. Like even sometimes when I'm showing my shoulders, it's just like an insecurity. I just don't like showing this area. I don't know what it stems from exactly. But even when I lose weight, I still have like the same size boobs. It's like so annoying. It's like never an area I lose weight in, and it's annoying. Guess where I do lose weight though? I lose my butt. So it's annoying. It's like, sacrifice something. Like, do you want a big butt but somewhat of a stomach, or do you want flat abs and no butt? So kind of the sacrifice that I'm playing here. But I do, again, like I want to see if this is what is happening, is my hormones being off balance. Obviously, like the hormones of the IUD, any birth control is going to have your side effects, which I have been dealing with. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll come off, but like it wasn't like till this past month. I'm like, okay, it's for sure that I'm coming off, because again, I was doing even deeper research. People that I know personally that have gone through it, and they feel completely better coming off the IUD, like mentally, and again, like stress wise, they feel a lot better, and they lost the weight too. So obviously everyone's experience with different birth control is all different. Nothing's going to be exactly the same for everybody. So I'm not saying anything against if you have been on birth control as well. Maybe just think about it. Maybe just do your research. But I'm not for any means like, this is just my personal experience and my personal choice on what I'm going to be doing just to feel better, mentally alive, mentally better. So that's what I'm doing, and I'm really, really excited. It's going to be this Thursday, so I talked about this on the podcast, but I am kind of nervous and scared. Nothing major, obviously. Like, I just hear horror stories of, like, people finding tumors or ovarian cysts, or, like, the IUD being in, like, way up where it's not even in the uterus anymore. So that's, like, my biggest thing, or scare, I guess. But obviously coming off of it, the insertion did hurt. I don't know if I talked about this before, but when they put it in, obviously it hurt. Like, it's in your uterus. It's tiny, but that thing hurt. Like, the placement, I even took, like, a really, really strong pain pill, and still I had massive cramping during the process. It was, like, kind of quick, thankfully, but it did hurt. Like, it felt like a massive cramp. If you never had the IUD, I don't know your experience, but those of you who have the IUD, you guys know, like, it's like a huge cramp, and then, like, you're cramping all day, obviously. So I'm curious to see how the extraction would be, how it would feel. I'm excited to see how I feel. I will keep you guys updated as well, because, again, like, I'm so excited to just be natural again, just to be completely off any form of, like, medication, hormone, anything like that. I don't want to depend on that, and I just want to be as natural as possible. Eating the right foods, eating whole foods balanced, drinking my vitamins, staying hydrated, all the main things. Literally, it goes back to basics. Like, we are gifted, we're blessed with daily things that we need here. So unless you're, like, dealing with something major that you absolutely need medication, like, I don't see a need for anybody to be on medication. Obviously, depending on your past, or depending on whatever you're dealing with medically, mental health wise as well. I know medications are needed for certain things, so take this with a grain of salt, but this is just what I'm telling you guys, my experience, and I'm gonna kind of document to see the journey. And I'm excited again. Like, I just am so ready to feel like myself again. Even people, like, on the pill, like, they've gone through the same experience. Like, they didn't feel like themselves on birth control and coming off. Like, obviously it's a process. It's not gonna be a blink of an eye and, like, you feel back to yourself, but it's just, like, exciting to know that I'll be myself again. And I feel like that's one of the reasons I've been, like, very, very distant to my family. Not that I want to be, not like choice, but it's just been, like, a weird, like, I just feel like I've been in a funk for too long now. And I'm happy. I'm, like, filled with love. I know God loves me. I know I'm loved. I have happy moments, right? But it's still, like, sometimes I don't feel like my complete self, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense, but yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I'm okay, you guys, but mentally I'm okay. I'm stable. All good here, but yeah, I'm just excited to get off the birth control. I want to be hormone free. So that's my little update. I know it's kind of, like, rambly and all over. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys are excited, if you're coming off any birth control, or your experience coming off birth control, if you're thinking about getting off, or if you're thinking about getting on birth control, do your research. There's many forms of preventing pregnancy in a healthy way. I'm using natural cycles, which I'm so excited with. I can't start until I'm officially off birth control. I have the app downloaded. I'm ready to go, because you just do the thermometer and makes it in tune with the app, which is exciting. So just depending on that, it'll tell you your fertile days, which are your red days to abstain from sex or use protection, or your green days, which you can obviously be sexually active and not worry about getting pregnant. Because technically you can only get pregnant 4 to 6 times out of the month, which is not bad if you think about it. I had a fear for the biggest time. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get pregnant, even in different cycles, but there's only, like, a possibility of you getting pregnant 4 to 6 times out of the month. So I'm like, I can obtain those few days with, you know, no sexual activity, which is fine. So yeah, that's my journey, but that's my experience with my IUD. I did want to show you guys, this is random, I showed you guys on my TikTok. If you're not following me on TikTok, it's just at @SideLoTroFit. I have been struggling with hair everywhere. If you guys have seen the movie The Hot Chick, I'm him. He's like that. If you guys know, if you know, you know. I've got hair everywhere. On my nose, on my chin. And then he's like, I'm afraid to look anywhere else. So that's literally me. It's just like a Latina thing. Like, all the Latinas I know, like, we struggle with hair. And I know there's like other people that have same struggles, but I invested in IUD because I was getting laser treatment like for my upper lip, but it was just getting expensive. So I'm like, I just want to get my own thing at home, and I came across a bunch of ads on TikTok. IUD. This is their newest Air 3 version IPL hair removal device at home. It comes with the razor, it comes with lotion, and these sunglasses that are dope, so you're not like binding yourself, and they just fold in. So cool. Doing it on my arms, my legs, and my face. That's like where I want to have no hair at all. I do eventually, right now I'm doing just Brazilian on my womanly parts, so I'm doing Brazilian there, but eventually I do want to get into laser treatment for down there because I hate having hair. If it's not on my eyebrows or my head, my arm hair, I don't care. I literally, you can barely see my hair. I don't shave this. I don't do anything to this. So those are like the only areas. My stomach too. I have like hair on my stomach and I hate it. So this is what it looks like. It's very cute, and it's a cooling system too, so like it doesn't hurt at all. And there's different levels, which is nice, and I put it on the highest level, and it kind of, you can feel the difference. So that's nice. Came with this, the base obviously. So it's just nice. It's like a more convenient way to do laser hair treatment at home. Yeah, so just like that. And it doesn't take long either, so that's nice. It's just a nice, more convenient way to do hair removal at home. So if you're looking to get something into hair removal, I've tried an epilator. I'm never going to shave again. You just have to shave this before doing this. But I've seen the results for people, and literally it like stops hair, so they have like less hair in that area, so you don't have to shave as often anymore. But the point is to have this be permanent. I don't want hair in general. So that's the goal for permanent hair removal. If you're looking into something, I definitely recommend IUD. It's really affordable. I thought it was going to be like $500 plus, but I got it on a really good deal. I got it for $275, and the regular, this is a brand new one, the regular price, I think it's $370, so I got it for like $100 off. So, and you can do Karma or different, or Afterpay too, so you don't have to pay everything at once, which is nice. I'm doing like the monthly 60, which is really nice. It's just 4 payments of that. So yeah, that's my little random IUD update, birth control update, and my hair removal experience. I'll keep you guys posted on that too, but hope you guys enjoyed this random video. I'm sorry it wasn't in the last video. And yeah, if you guys want to shop anything through my Amazon link, I'll leave everything linked in the description. There's a bunch of Cyber Monday sales going on right now, so I got my Time Tiger shorts for literally $7. There was like a coupon on my Amazon. $7 shorts, okay? You can't go wrong with activewear for $7 on sale. I mean, you guys know my top 3 are Oxjox, Time Tiger, Arola. Affordable, they're flattering, they're comfortable. Wear them inside, out of the gym. So if you're looking for some Cyber Monday deals, activewear, coffee stuff, I got you hair products. I'm going to link those too. Yeah, it was nice talking to you guys. Nice to vent and let everything out. Again, if you're not following me on Instagram or the SoFit podcast, make sure you guys are listening every week and staying up to date on my social medias. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Know what you guys think, your thoughts. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye guys.